Anybody out there? Anybody out there? I normally don't go live this late, but I'm just getting home. I've been out. I don't know if anybody's out there or not. This is not a mukbang, but I do have my dessert because I wasn't sure if anybody was out there. So I said, well, I'll fix my dessert and figure it out. Got a little bit of bananas, trying to be healthy because I really wanted a piece of cake. But got some bananas, a little whipped cream. I don't think anybody out there. If anybody out there, we're gonna move on to something else. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's a little late. I guess nobody out there because it's so late. People got to go to work in the morning. Mm-mm. I'm gonna still go ahead and say my piece though. I'm gonna do the pride challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and say my piece. You know. Hey Star, how you doing, boo? How's it going? I said I wasn't sure if anybody was out there, but you came on through. Hey girl, I'm gonna do my pride challenge. I'll go ahead and do that. Hey Ebony, how you doing, girl? How you doing? You see that part 2 of the reunion last night? It's not a mukbang. I'm just eating my dessert. Had some crabs earlier, so where is that? Hmm. Hmm. It was. I'll be honest with you. I was watching it last night, and it was late, so I fell asleep on it. So I'm gonna look at the rest of it again tonight. I'll do a review tomorrow. I did think it was better. Um, they were still talking over each other. I want Oliver to shut up sometimes. Oliver don't be wanting nobody else to talk. And I understand he has points he wants to get across, but he need to just shut up sometime. Let other people talk. So, L Teddy. Well, definitely, I think they definitely know that they will forever do a closed set. I don't think they'll ever do an open set again. Which is sad. That's sad because then people like me and you could never go. We want to go to the reunion. Um, Chase and Dallas did have bloggers. I was invited to go to the Chase and Dallas reunion, as a blogger, and you had to actually show, credentials and stuff. So that wouldn't have been bad. And you probably could go, because you reviewed the show and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to get started with my pride challenge. Like I said, it's not a mukbang, but I guess I am eating on camera. So I guess by technical terms, it's a mukbang. Um, all right, let's get started. Because it's late, I guess it's not a whole lot of people, but I'm gonna go ahead and say my piece, and then I'll put the video up. It's no problem. So for the Pride Challenge, El Teddy issued a Pride Challenge, and I wasn't gonna do it because he reached out. He actually issued it to members of the LGBTQ community on YouTube, and James Caldwell did it today. And as he was talking, I was thinking, I said, I'm not necessarily a member of the LGBTQ community. I'm a friend of the community, but I'm also in a position because I'm an educator. And it's what, it's not ice cream, it's bananas and whipped cream. It's bananas and I got a little fat free or whatever whipped cream. Like I was saying before you got on here, I wanted a piece of cake, so we did okay. Because I got banana and whipped cream. Yeah. So I guess it's just me and you now, Ebony. So when James did the challenge, it made me think. I said, I'm in a unique position because I'm an educator and I deal with students all the time who are dealing with they're dealing with the new stuff and unsure of who they are and what they are and where they are and who they can talk to, who they can't talk to, different feelings that are not, that society doesn't see as the norm. And so I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do a challenge. And my intention was to get on here a little bit earlier, but I went out, I went out and I just got home a few minutes ago. So I said, well, I'll go ahead and do the challenge now rather than wait till tomorrow. But maybe I should have waited till tomorrow. I don't know. But I have three things that I wrote on my list, and I'll go through the three things, and then if anybody has anything to add or whatever, if not, I'll go ahead and shut it down. But the first thing I want to say, and this my challenge is geared more towards maybe a high school age group or an adolescent age group of people who may young people who may just not be sure. As an educator, I've had students come to me and talk to me. And I have Reese G in the hashtag because earlier this year I had a situation with a student. And because of something I saw on Chasing Dallas, when he told a little bit of his story, I reached out to him on Instagram and he responded. And he gave me some advice on what I should or should not do or say or should not say to the student that I was asking him about. And it was very helpful to me. And one, I just was, hey, what's up, big mama? One, I was just very appreciative that he responded, number one. And number two, I was very appreciative of him. Oh well, hey, little baby. Yeah, I'm this I think this is the latest I've ever gone live. But hey, come on in, girl. But I was appreciative that he opened up to, he shared his story with us um on Chasing Dallas. And then when I reached out to him, that he responded. And so that's why I put him in the hashtag because I do want him to see this. So my first thing, and again, my challenge, my three pieces of advice are geared towards high school age children who may be still figuring it out or may not know. And so my first piece of advice is it's okay to not know. It's okay to not be able to put a label or put a finger on it, or you know what I mean? It's okay to not know. I think that society dictates that we have to have it figured out. And the reason why they keep adding so many letters to the LGBTQ plus community is because things are fluid and you don't always know. And the way you feel at 15, you may not feel at 20. And I think it's okay for us to let students know that it's okay to not know. It's okay to not. I had a student say to me earlier this year that they thought they were pansexual because they didn't have any attraction to either sex. And, within the context of how far I could take the conversation, I allowed them to speak with me and share how they felt with me. But, as a high school student, it's okay to say, you know what, right now, I ain't feeling guys and I ain't feeling girls. And I don't really necessarily know I don't think they should feel pressure to say, what does that make me? What category, what letter do I fall into? Because right now at 16, 17 years old, I don't really feel like I'm attracted to either sex. And so that's my first thing is don't put so much pressure on yourself to have it figured out now. Exactly, exactly. And I mean, I never felt attracted to women. However, I do know that I didn't have it all figured out with my attractions to boys. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like, oh, I don't know what type I like. It's okay to say, well, I don't know if I like light skin, dark skin, white, black, tall, short, skinny, fat. It's okay to say that. And I feel like it's the same thing. And again, I'm a friend of the community. So I'm on the outside looking in. And if that's not appropriate or not true, then somebody let me know. But from where I sit, as someone who talks to children who feel pressured to have it figured out, I'm saying you don't have to have it figured out. I don't believe you do. Okay, that's my 2 cents. Um, my second piece of advice is find an ally. And what I mean by that is find somebody you can talk to. Again, I know that a lot of times we don't have it figured out. We may be afraid to talk to our parents. We may be afraid to talk to our peers. But try to find an ally. It could be the school counselor. It could be your favorite teacher. It could be your best friend. It could be your favorite aunt. It doesn't always have to be mommy and daddy. We get it. But find somebody you can talk to. Find somebody that you can open up to and be raw with, and just put it out there unapologetically, that won't judge you. And I know that that's not always easy to do. That last part, the won't judge you part, is not always easy to do. But I also feel like sometimes we know we have somebody. But I think because we're so busy on that first one trying to figure it out, we don't know what to say or how to reach out to that person. What I mean by that is we have our favorite aunt or uncle. We have a best friend. We have a favorite teacher or counselor. Um, and I think because we put so much pressure on ourselves to have all the right answers, because you feel like you have to have the answers when you sit down and talk to somebody, and the reality is you don't. You can come to A friend can come to me and say, look, I something just ain't feeling right on my mind, something on my spirit, and it just don't feel right. You might not have all the answers figured out. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is just my piece of advice: to find an ally. If for whatever reason you just cannot find an ally of someone, there are hotlines throughout the country. Um, for teen hotlines to talk about different topics and things of that nature. Find the number in your area. And if you just need to talk to a stranger, then you talk to a stranger. There are a lot of apps now where you can talk to a counselor through an app that you don't ever have to go and see anybody in person. You could call on the phone, or you could chat through a website. And again, but find an ally, find somebody to talk to. And last but not least, my last little bit of advice is be safe. Whatever you do, however you, whatever you decide, whatever letter you decide you fall into, or category, or when you trying to figure it out and you haven't figured it out, be safe. Because and that's one thing James said earlier, there are way too many, it's too much information out there. It's too many resources out there for us to make bad decisions. And I mean that could go for heterosexual or the LGBTQ community. But make safe choices about how you meet people, about who you choose to date, about that's a good question. How do you weed through bad info? That's a good question. I'll get back to that. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to that. We know that if we're talking about sex, we know what safe sex is about. And again, it's not just about HIV, it's about any other numerous sexually transmitted diseases that are out there. Just because same-sex couples don't have to worry about getting pregnant doesn't mean they don't have to worry about other issues. Just because we have a lot more medicine nowadays for HIV than they once had does not mean that it's okay to just be out here all willy-nilly either. So be safe. Now, going back to your question, Big Mama, that is a good question. How do you weed through bad info? First of all, and again, I'm piggyback on what James said earlier. Don't believe what you hear. What they say, believe half of what you see and none of what, half of what you hear. Half of what you see and none of what you hear. If somebody tell you something, always, always, always check it out for yourself. As far as bad information is concerned, University of Google is undefeated. And what I mean by that is, it's just like anything else. If you're researching, You have to make sure that you are on a legitimate website. Go to the CDC website, go to Planned Parenthood, go to, a hospital website, but find legitimate websites to get the information that you're looking for. And again, there are LGBTQ websites, um, community centers, health centers that you can Google and make sure that the information you're getting is from a legitimate website or not from, Pookie down the street who heard from his cousin who told his mama. You know what I'm saying? Um, Friends mean well, but friends don't always have the best information either. They're not always getting it from the right places either. So they mean well. Um, Sorry, y'all. Um, yeah, find that, because I tell the same thing I tell my students, Google is undefeated. Okay. But it's just like anything else. You can't just go with the first thing that pops up when you put something into Google, because the first thing that pops up may not always be the valid. It may be an advertisement. It may be, just because a lot of times Wikipedia be the first thing that pop up. And we know Wikipedia isn't always the most reliable source of information. So you have to be careful about that. But certainly going onto the internet and looking for websites and looking for um, places in your community that you can get information from. Like I said, a hospital, health centers, community centers. A lot of those places have pamphlets and legit information. So that is my 2 cents. Like I said, I wasn't going to participate in the Pride Challenge, but I decided that as a friend of the community and as someone who frequently has students, young people coming to me to talk to me about issues or share things with me. Sometimes they share way too much, but again, you want them to just feel you want to be an ally if you can be within reason. I mean, sometimes as in a school setting, there aren't always things I can do or say, but I can always be an ally and direct them push somebody in the right direction if it's not something I can address. Be safe and just know that it's okay to not know. It's okay to not know. Nobody's asking you at 17 to make a lifelong commitment to anything, much less your sexuality. So that's my little 2-3 cents in it. I ain't come on here to be long, y'all. I'm going definitely go live before the weekend is over. I'm not really sure what my weekend schedule is. I'm supposed to be going out tomorrow night, so it probably won't be tomorrow night. Hey, Jacqueline, you caught me, but I'm about to get up off here in a few minutes. I just popped on real quick to do the Pride Challenge. But I will go live this weekend. Like I said, it probably won't be tomorrow night. I may go. No, I'm not gonna say that lie. I was supposed to be going out tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time I'm leaving the house, and I certainly don't know what time I'm coming home. But Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, I know we're doing a live. We're doing a podcast Sunday, and we'll be going live on YouTube. We're going to be talking about um, the Central Park, the Exonerated Five. Excuse me. We're going to be talking about When They See Us, the documentary. I have a few people coming in to talk that hopefully will spark a great conversation. So we definitely will be doing that on Sunday, unless everybody cancels on me. But maybe on Saturday, depending on what I'm doing and where I am on Saturday, we'll do that. So everybody have a great evening. There you go. That would be great, Ebony. I didn't. I was just telling Ebony earlier. I started watching it and I fell asleep on it last night. So I'll probably finish watching it tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna do my review tomorrow on it. Um, I enjoyed from what I did see. I did enjoy part 2. They were spilling a whole lot of tea, honey. They was giving you a whole lot of that behind the scenes stuff that we didn't have and we didn't know. They sure were. They sure were. But yeah, so y'all see me before the weekend's over. But y'all have a great evening. I'm about to get in here and relax. After Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and all those reviews and all those shows, honey, I'm about to chill and relax, and then just watch a little TV, watch a little something on TV, y'all. That I ain't gotta worry about doing a review for. Cause Sunday night we got Claws and Real Housewives of Potomac and Southern Charm. Monday night, Love and Hip Hop, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I thought something else came on Monday night, but Tuesday night, honey, is a humdinger, y'all. Tuesday night is about 6 shows. It's a humdinger. Um, but I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. Thank you. I'm eating my dessert now. I'm about to finish that up, and then I'm going to relax for a little while and chill out. Chill out. But y'all have a good evening. Yeah, summer is loaded. It definitely is. And then Basketball Wives started last night. Um, oh my gosh, Tuesday night. I mean, Wednesday night. What's today? Thursday? Shit, I lost track. Yeah, last night was Basketball Wives and something at Queen Sugar. Tuesday night, sheesh. Tuesday night is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Black Ink Crew Chicago, which I think I'm gonna stop reviewing. But anyway, Black Ink Crew Chicago, Ladies Night, which is almost done. They only have one more week. Games People Play, which is almost over. Um, and something else came on Tuesday night. Oh, Pose. Hell, how could I forget Pose? Pose. So yeah, honey. Oh yeah, the summer is loaded. The summer is loaded. But the thing is, they're putting all the shows on the same day. Like between Tuesday and Tuesday got like 5 or 6 shows. But like I said, Games People Play, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Ladies Night are almost over. I really think Ladies Night and Games People Play only have one more episode, maybe two at the most. And then Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is almost over. I'm not sure exactly how many more episodes, but it's almost over. So it's all good. I ain't complaining, but it's just I'm going to enjoy not doing nothing tonight. Y'all have a good night, though. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. The Handmaid's Tale. Nah, I've never watched it. I heard it's good, but I've never watched it. I might binge it this summer, but right now I haven't watched any of it. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. Peace.